Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Here to do a reading for Divine Feminine today. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I love you. I myself am doing awesome. I love you guys. Missed you for the last couple days. Been playing in my yard and things like that. So I've missed y'all. I'm really happy to be back again, and yeah, I miss you guys so bad. I had to do it, just couldn't help it. But guess what? I'm going back out in the yard when I'm done again. I can't help that either. And I can't wait to show off all my flowers and stuff that I grow out here. You know, I'll have a new bouquet every day. And it is that time of the year, isn't it? That's right, it is. And I'm here today is Sunday, the March the 3rd, and the moon is in Sagittarius. So if you guys are feeling a little adventurous, like you want to do something new or wild, it's very much understandable. Sagittarius is a fire sign, so it kind of prompts us to move forward. And not just that, but the moon was in sextile with Mars, so that's just a little extra fire. So if you guys are feeling inspired to do something today that would not be a normal, it's a beautiful day to make a plan, or for the future of what you want to do, or to just get out and get hands on and do whatever you do, whether it's cooking. Myself, craziest thing, I've always loved cooking and cleaning. I don't know if that's just because that's what I always knew, but I don't mind it at all. And once I get that fire going, I need to move around. Sometimes instead of exercising, I'll do a hardcore cooking, cleaning, or something like that and call it my exercise, right? Okay. Look, we have Virgo, Jupiter, and 11. 11 in Divine Feminine is the number of higher vibrations. So I'm really getting this feeling that a lot of you guys are feeling better. And of course that isn't unusual because here comes springtime, right? And we kind of just like our mood lifts and we have more energy every day. The sun is up 1 minute earlier, so that brings us that energy too. And man, is it awesome. And so we got Virgo, practical matters, practical healing, doing sometimes doing the same thing every day, like as a chore. A lot of people think of it as, but it's also somewhat like meditation. Like I said, I like to cook, and I don't mind cleaning and stuff like that. And while I'm doing these things that I can do without thinking, I kind of go into a meditative mode and, begin to think of things that are, way far beyond what I'm doing, right? And then we have Jupiter, which exactly is all about expansion, stretching our mind out further, opening doors that we usually wouldn't open, allowing ourselves to look at things, we haven't seen before and try to shift them around in a way that they make sense. Yeah, because as humans, that's one thing we really do want, don't we? We definitely got to make sense out of what we're doing, where we're going, and what the reason is for the journey. But sometimes it's good just to take a journey without even knowing where you're going. That's actually called an adventure. We all go on journeys daily, back and forth to work, to do this or to do that, or appointments. But, to go on an adventurous journey, something that you look forward to, which is getting that time, isn't it? I don't know if you guys like camping. I don't know what you do on your vacations. And of course, I'm going to come up with the nature role. I was a camper, always loved camping, always will love camping, planning on going for Mother's Day this year. And so, yeah, even being homeless those 10 years didn't make me hate camping. I loved it. one of the best things of the experiences that I had was after we went homeless. That first year, he had a warrant on him, and they picked him up and put him in jail for 40 days. And I got left alone on the river with hundreds of homeless people up and down that river as I was leaving Salt Lake and moving into Ogden. And at first I was kind of scared, really scared. And then, as the time passed, all the people in the homeless, I began speaking to them and stuff. And before you knew it, within a week or two, everybody was bringing all their stuff to my camp. And I had this big giant pot that I would put on and make us all soup. And, we'd sing and hang out and talk together. And before he got out of jail, I knew everybody that was up and down that river, and they were all my friends, and I was no longer afraid. No longer. Those people were no different than I was. No different. No different whatsoever. And that's one of the greatest lessons I ever learned. And I think about that episode in my life a lot. How all the people would bring their little bit and we would all throw it into that big old pot and, share a big old bowl of soup with each other, crackers, and talk. And, I loved those people too. I really did. I loved them all. Yeah, I loved them all. Okay, let's see what God has to say to us today. I love y'all too. The Poet, number 7. And we know 7 is a very spiritual number. It's, it's about, life is all about spirituality. Really, it is. I mean, so many things that we do is spiritual. But, if we want to manifest things, like through the spiritual world, if you want to manifest, it's best to have a good spiritual imagination, because as they say, you have to be able to create it in your imagination, your mind, your spiritual world before you can create it in the physical, right? So that's why a spiritual mind, a spiritual heart, a spiritual soul body is so much easier to live life, because for one thing, the spirit, the fire, burns away all the negativity that you don't want to deal with. Or wait, wrong. It burns away the negativity after you have dealt with it and gets rid of it, the spirit, the fire. And your emotions, make you feel alive. Like what you do with passion, and that's life. That's how you want to do stuff. You want to feel good about what you do and push forward in it. And it does take a little bit of work, and it does take cleaning your energetic centers. It does take and be aware of your actions, but it's not that hard to get there. And really, this is where we're supposed to live in our truest self, is to still be excited about things like we were when we were younger, where we either got it beat out of us or disappointed out of us or knowed out of us or, shouted out of us or made to feel small out of us. And we have to start adapting ourselves in order to fit in, to make people happy. And we don't even know we're doing it, but we're doing it because we don't want to be noticed for things that aren't, that don't make us feel comfortable. So we try to change. Well, now we're adults and we can just say, well, we don't want all that shit on us. We want to be normal people. We want to be alive, right? We want to be alive. The Poet. It's likely there is a poem or poet that was meaningful to you at a young age. Revisit and reread it now. Be open to its message. So if you had a poem or something that you loved when you were younger, revisit. Go see what it has to say to you today. You could get a whole total new meaning out of it. The artist, the witness, the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. Like I was telling you about those people that were all homeless, and I was kind of terrified that I was there by myself. And, and I just decided, the Spirit told me, reach out. Reach out, and I did. And it was the best thing I ever did. And it was from there that I learned to start reaching out and speaking out through my homelessness. This unique capacity resides within you all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there is a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. Yeah, I love you guys. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but do not be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. God's asking you to find your voices, to begin to speak out about your experiences, about the love you have for life, and to love the people you meet, even strangers, because even though we've heard dark stories about people or things or situations, that don't always mean what it really is. Because what I met out there on that river was a bunch of poor people who had been let fall through the cracks. They didn't deserve to be there. Everybody deserves a home and a place to live and die, but they were beautiful people, and that's the message. We're losing a lot of beautiful people to the ugliness of the world that puts more value on a paper dollar bill than they do on a human soul. And if you think that's not fair, please speak out about it. Please speak your truth, and let the people know how you feel about it, and see if they can search out their own truth as well. In the light, a lighted poet is a clairvoyant, wise, and timeless soul. When dark, uses harmful words, a sharp tongue, and has thwarted creativity. So, wise and timeless is the poet. And, we carry our message far and near. We look funny, we sound funny, we act funny, but we do have good wisdom in our hearts to share. Yeah, right? Yeah, right. I love you guys. I'm getting all excited. I cannot help it. I love this weather. Divine Feminines, I hope you guys are as happy and excited as I am. I don't want to turn nobody off and make anybody feel bad. But I just can't help being excited about life, considering where I come from. Like I said, 10 years out there on the road in some of the darkest places of life. It doesn't take much to really make me happy. My family being here after losing him for 20 years, and now I have my son, my granddaughter, and yes, even my ex-husband is healing and doing so much better. And he's happy with himself. He's healing and working on his addictions. It's really a beautiful thing to see. I feel like my world is I feel like I live in Disneyland, okay? And that my life is turning into a fairy tale. Not because I'm interested in anything other than, doing my work with God, and that's the truth. I love my life, though, and it's wonderful to see the people I care about doing well. It's just wonderful to see them doing well. And I'm just so appreciative, and I know you're probably tired of hearing this by now, so let's go ahead and, let's pull some charms. We're pulling them on the poet. We did the poet. We did the practical, expansion, and adventurous. Sagittarius and Jupiter ride the fire. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Wonderful. We got a snowflake. And to me, the snowflake is nature's creativity when it comes to shaping the rain, right? Beautiful. These geometric shapes are also inside of us when we hear music like these crystal bowls. Our blood and stuff literally turns into shapes like this, which makes us more balanced and geometric with the planet. And the truth is, just look up um, Yoshimoto's water experiment, where the water in our body literally turns into harmonic crystals. And this is such a beautiful thing. When I learned that, I haven't listened to anything but crystal bowl music for the last year and a half, since I've been cleaning my chakras for a year and a half. Oh, look, guys, we're getting ready to go on an adventure. We got Alice in Wonderland. This goes with Sagittarius and Jupiter, right? Adventurous, um, expanding, moving through different ideas and realms, right? You guys might be real talkative and fiery too, because here at 3 o'clock, the moon will be hanging out with Mercury for a little while. And then look at here, we got the butterfly. A lot of you guys are going through a transformation while you're doing your Alice in Wonderland journey. You guys are looking at things differently. You're flying high over situations and taking the bigger view. This is beautiful. I love this. We're all growing. Oh my God, we're all growing in leaps and bounds. Like the energy is changing so quick and expansion is coming so fast. And, you know, I go to a lot of religions, but and it says in the Bible, in the end days, I will hasten it all up. And I really do believe that we are in that place right now where we're in the quantum field of excelling forward into a better view for humanity, that better things are coming our way. So God says, you know, be strong. Changes are coming, you know, it's eternal. Change is eternal. And this is time for us to get on the upswing, right? We're coming from the underworld to the upper world, and we'll be up there for a while. I think we got the promise of a few thousand years of change and to hold steady for a while before we have to go back into the dark ages, which I hope we don't have to, but that's so many lifetimes ahead that we don't really have to think about that right now. But God's saying, hold yourselves in strength, love yourself. See her? She's loving the beast within her. That's what the lion represents. The lion actually represents those things a lot of us don't like about ourselves, but that needs love. It needs a lot of love. Those things we don't like about ourselves, you do not want to tell those things how much you don't like them. You want to tell them how much you love them. And you want to comfort them and bring them into the light. And you can only do that not by shaming them or cursing them or being mad at them. And what we're talking about, them is your shadow. Them is that part of you that you don't like. But really, it's the best part of you that you are. It's your strength. It's your courage. It's your wild beauty. It's everything you need to become a whole person. Complete. You want to love that part of yourself that you think ain't worth loving. Because when you bring that together into who you are, you become the whole person. You can't just love half of you. You can't just love those parts of you that are perfect and, you know, condemn and hate those parts of you that aren't. You got to love all your parts from the top of your head to your toes, Divine Feminine. You got to love everything about you. Everything. You are a temple that houses a holy soul within. Your temple, if it's against itself, you know, there's parts of you that you don't love about yourself. These things will unsettle your temple. You won't be as empowered. And so no matter what it is, no matter where you've been, no matter what you've done, you forgive and you love yourself and you become empowered and stronger. And I know you guys know that, but I just for those, you put a wreath around the neck of the beast of you. You put your arms around it and tell that part of you that's the beast you love it and bring out the best in the beast. You tame the beast. Right? Right. Love you guys. Oh boy. I hated so much about myself. I can't even believe I lived through it. I hated myself so much. But I don't feel that way anymore. I recognize my value now. I recognize that I'm an honest person. Wow. I recognize that I'm full of love and tenderness and joy. I recognize that I'm not perfect. I recognize I can make mistakes and still be okay. It doesn't matter. I haven't killed nobody, then the mistake is all right. It's not a bad thing. I'm surely to learn a lesson from it, right? Right. And when I say nobody, I also mean animals too. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. Violence, I don't like it. It's tasteless. Okay. Let's do another card. So you're standing in your strength, you're learning how to tame the beast within you, and you have a higher perspective. You look from a higher view. Eternal life also. And also means what goes around comes around. So remember that too when you're talking to yourself. When you talk good and loving and kind and gentle with yourself, good, kind, and gentle things come back to you. But if you talk to yourself mean and hateful, then those things will come back to you as well. So talk to yourself as if you're your favorite child, the favorite baby, and pinch those cheeks. And if you do that, this is where you go. That's about self-love. He loves himself, you see? And there's nothing the matter with loving yourself and treating yourself good and drinking from your own cup. There's nothing the matter from drinking from your cup. That's what God is saying. You can drink, you can pour love into yourself as much as you can anyone. In fact, if you don't have love poured into yourself, then you won't have love to give anyone because it'll all get used up. Even if you're getting back what you give, then you are exchanging on a balanced level. But if it isn't coming back to you, like you give out and you feel depleted, you feel tired, you feel restless, you feel unfocused, maybe you're giving too much. And it might be time to take a rest and give yourself a hug and think of all the good things you do for yourself. Soak your feet, a bubble bath, an hour to read, 5 minutes to meditate and cleanse your energy, 7 minutes to do yoga. Any kind of time you invest in your body, your mind, your spirit, or your soul will regenerate back that energy, and you will feel better again and more loving and more kind and more generous. Yes, it'll give you this kind of energy here, youthful, playful, ceremonial, ready to, walk the walk, talk the talk, dancing as you're walking on an adventure. This is Sagittarius right here. Yeah, this is fire and earth. And, she's walking through the desert and she don't even care. She's having a good time. She's been loving on herself. She poured into her own cup and now she's fired up and ready to play. And that's how we do it. Sometimes maybe you might have to go to bed 30 minutes early and shut the door. Whatever you got to do to find you a little bit of alone time that you can invest into your own soul, spirit, whether you're investing love or exercise or study or, just relaxing if you need it. Find time to set a boundary and take 5, 20, 30 minutes, hour, however long you can, however long you want it. Yeah, and celebrate yourself. 4 of Wands. This is Venus and Aries, Mars. Yes, Venus and Aries. And it's a celebration, synergy. You guys might be feeling extra energetic too. And energy can affect our emotions. So, yeah, you want to make sure you're loving on yourself. This is action. You guys are taking action towards bringing your guys' self into balance. You guys are really celebrating yourselves too. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. We're going to change the world to self-love. When everybody begins to realize that we're all not that different, we all need basically the same things. We need a place to live, we need food, nutritious food to eat, and we need to be loved and respected and honored, because respect and honor carries a long way. So we're going to put these up here a little bit. And celebration is going on top of Leo the lion. We could have a Leo in here too. A Leo and possibly a Sagittarius, because we got a lot of fire. A Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries maybe. Yeah, this is a lot of fire going on here. In fact, we got Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Yeah. Sure enough. Okay, so we got fire, and then we got the King of Hearts, loving, kind, gentle, generous with self and others. Truth. You're walking in your truth. This is beautiful, divine feminines. Wow, you guys are just really, 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 really upgrading. I can see you're having a glow up. Having a glow up. Walking in truth, taking action, loving yourself, celebrating yourself, being truthful with yourself. Yeah, this is all about being truthful with self and also new beginnings. But when you're honest with yourself, it's always a new beginning, right? That's right. You ain't got nothing to look back at. It's honest, truthful, it's clear. You're on your way forward. 6 of Pentacles. Giving and receiving from the universe. Working with the universe in tandem. That is beautiful. Yeah. The universe is bringing a blessing. Yeah, look at them, how surprised they are. You guys got a blessing coming. Somebody does. They're like, what? For me? For me? You guys got upgrades coming or something. Boy, this is just gorgeous. Sweet, loving, kind, gentle, thoughtful, truthful, compassionate energies. Yeah. Well, the dice said it, 11. You guys had reached a higher vibration. Are you feeling it? Are you smiling at least 50% of the day? Just let me know how you guys are feeling, because these cards are telling me you guys are feeling the bomb. You're feeling good. You're feeling good about who you are. You're feeling good about what you do. Okay. Giving and receiving between the universe. You got gifts coming. You may have had to stand and take the higher ground today, or sometime here within the last 24 hours or the next 24 hours, so be aware of that. But this says that, you got the biggest stick, and so I hate to use the term you're going to win, whatever it is. It looks a little bit of competitive natures there coming up against you. But you got the big stick, and you got the sun behind you, and you ain't gonna have to worry about it. Everything's gonna be just fine. What's this conflict about? Love. We got the Knight of Cups, which would be considered in some decks, that's the Holy Grail that he's holding up. It has to do with love and truth. So there might be, and it landed on the card of truth. So there might be a little bit of conflict going on between some loving truth or truth and love, or one's raising his cups high, the other one is defending. So may the best, truthfulest one win, right? May the truth always win. Yeah. And this is underneath that King of Cups too. So there's a lot of love here, and a lot of compassion, and a lot of emotions. So what's going on with this little tryst we have here between the fire and water? Oh, something's going to get created. Might be a new way between two people. They might be coming together to create something, maybe a business. This is all about business, creating something that takes time, and making sure you get it to the finish line too. So somebody might be creating a business or something like that, maybe redoing their home, moving. I don't know, but whatever it is, it will get done in time, and not just that, in perfection, because the Knight of Pentacles does everything. Somewhat a perfectionist, takes it time to get to the finished, but does it in the best way possible. Slow and steady wins the race. So whatever this little thing is here, you just want to keep on working it out, Divine Feminine. Really, these cards are beautiful, kind of singing along. Looks like everybody's enjoying the springtime. The colors are gorgeous. And I'm going to draw one more card, I do believe, and let's see what we get. Manifesting. You are at this time manifesting into your world something new. Money, home, car, relationship, but you are manifesting. It usually means material goods. So you guys might be getting ready to get you a new home or a new vehicle, or maybe, I don't know, it's abundance and fertility too. I see a city back there. Maybe you guys also are getting ready for your garden, because he's got green growing all over him. Vines growing up his legs. Yeah, he's all decked out, and trees and yellow gold. Yeah, somebody might have an inheritance or something coming. Somebody's manifesting something that's money. That's what I see. The energy of resources. I just call money resource, but yeah, yeah. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I love y'all. I will be back later to do a reading for the Divine Masculine, and I'll I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.